I tried to blow up my arms fast after struggling for years, and in this video I'm going to share with you exactly how I did it. Look man, you probably have a body that you dislike. I know how it is, it was the same with me in the past, and I know how to fix it because I fixed it very fast. I know you're tired of watching the same videos, giving the same advice over and over again. That simply doesn't work. So let's get straight into the video. Let's talk about the results first. What did I achieve? For a bit of context, I started the training program focused on arms, specifically on biceps and triceps, and we're going to cover the exact one later on in this video. And the reason for that is because I wanted to grow my arms fast and then focus on other muscles, all right, like shoulders, back, and chest. So I cut down a bit the volume and the exercises and the training for other muscles and focused on the biceps and triceps, and you're going to see how I did it in the next slides. In terms of time frame, I started this program about 3 months ago, and I can already see very good progress, and I'm very happy with the progress that I've made in the last 3 months, as you can see right here. Now I want to go through the exact program that I followed and the exact diet that I followed, and at the end I'm going to tell you exactly what you can do to get better results than me. Before we dive into this video, make sure you are subscribed to this channel and leave a like because it will help with the algorithm. Thanks for that. And if you are interested in more advanced courses on building muscle and getting girls with your body transformation, then check out the link in the description. That's my program and courses. Go check it out. All the details are there. All right, so let's go through the program and specific routines. I trained 4 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday rest, Friday again. So as you can see, I highlighted here with red all the days where I train arms. So as you can see, I trained arms 3 days a week. 3 times a week I train arms. Let's start with the first training session, which is on Monday. I start with triceps, then I go with chest, then I'm going to do some biceps, and then I'm going to do some back. I'm going to finish the workout with back in this exact order, and this applies to all the days. So I'm telling you right now, the exact order of the muscles in a training session. So on Monday I go ahead and start with the triceps, and you're gonna tell me, yeah, but that's gonna affect your chest work. Yes, you're right, and I'm fine with that because I'm not trying to optimize the chest, growing the chest. I'm trying to grow the triceps. That's why I'm gonna put all of my energy, 70-80% of the energy that I have, into the triceps and the biceps. All right, of course training the triceps first is gonna limit my chest work, but I'm fine with that because I'm trying to maximize the triceps. So I go ahead fresh, start with the triceps, then I do some chest work, and then I go with the biceps. Same story here is going to affect my back exercises and my back work, but I'm fine with that for now. I'm going to have other periods when I try to maximize back and chest and shoulders. All right, so this is Monday. I do triceps, chest, biceps, and then back. Tuesday I start with legs. I finish with the legs and then go straight into the shoulders. My shoulders are fresh. I'm gonna hit them. That's nice. Wednesday, so notice I have 1 day of rest for the biceps and triceps. And then I'm gonna start again in this order. I'm gonna start with the biceps, then go to the back, and then I'm gonna finish the session with triceps. As you can see, I don't train chest again on Wednesday because my chest is always sore from the Monday session. So my triceps and biceps recover very good, very fast. I train them on Monday, and then on Wednesday my biceps and triceps are fresh. I can train them again, but my chest, it's still very sore from Monday work. So then I'm gonna still rest the chest. I'm not gonna hit the chest, I'm gonna rest it, and then I'm gonna hit it again in another session. So that's Wednesday. That's all I do on Wednesday: biceps, back, and triceps. And then on Thursday I rest, another 1 full day of rest. I may be gonna do some cardio or something. And then Friday I start with triceps, then some chest, biceps, and then I'm gonna finish the session with shoulders. So as you can see, I check pretty much all the boxes. I train triceps and biceps 3 times a week because they recover. Chest, shoulders, and back twice a week. I train chest Monday and Friday, back Monday and Wednesday, shoulders Tuesday and Friday. and the legs only once a day, once a week, but I'm fine with that because I'm gonna have other period when I'm gonna focus on the legs, training them twice a week. All right, so that's exactly the schedule that I followed and I'm still following, that you can do for yourself. Of course, you can change a bit some things, but if you want, this is always a good choice because it's still 4 days a week. You don't have to train 5, 6, 7 days a week. 4 days a week, and you're gonna maximize pretty much all the muscles. Remember, we're still training pretty much all the muscles and muscle groups twice a week, except for the legs. So we're still making good progress in all areas. Especially if you're a beginner, you're gonna see insane progress in all areas. All right, let's go through specific exercises. These are the only exercises that I did. No other exercises. All right, these are the only ones. So for the triceps, I did dumbbell skull crushers on a bench, then some bar push down with the cables, and then overhead rope extensions with the cable. That's all I do for triceps. For the biceps, another 3 exercises. Easy bar curls, then incline dumbbell curls, and then stretch cable curls. That's the one that you put your arms behind your body because that's gonna give you a really good stretch on your biceps. All right. For the chest, only dumbbell flat press and machine press. I don't do, in this phase of training, I don't do pec deck, I don't do incline work, just dumbbell flat press and machine press because that's gonna work the entire parts of the chest. So I'm fine with that. For the shoulders, only the basic stuff, dumbbell lateral raises with the drop set and cable lateral raises. And for the back, again, the basic back work, some pull-ups, pullovers, and rows to target all the parts of the back. And I'm fine with that, of course, because I'm trying to maximize triceps and biceps. All right, how I trained, the training fundamentals that you need to cover every single workout. All right, this is the training knowledge that you need to cover 95% of the work. So I did slow controlled reps. If you need some guideline, you can choose 1 second up, 2-3 seconds down. That's pretty much how I did it. Slow controlled reps. I don't care if it's concentric, eccentric, just slow and controlled reps, focusing on that muscle, trying to feel that muscle. Then I implemented the principle of progressive overload. I increased the weight, and I really, let me tell you something. When you're trying to grow a muscle, you really want to focus on progressive overload. So this is a must. I increased the weight with 1.25 kilograms, or do the same weight but doing 1 or 2 more reps from the previous week every single week. So every single week, if I don't add weight, I'm gonna add 1 to 2 reps. If I don't add reps, I'm gonna add weight. Every single week, no matter what. I don't do the same thing. So every single week, if I cannot add weight because it's too much and I'm gonna drop the reps too low, I'm gonna add reps. If I feel okay, I can increase the weight now, I'm gonna increase the weight. That's how you do it. You want to progressively overload all the movements. So that you send the signal, okay, grow. You need to grow this muscle because I need it for this movement. Then, very important, consistent week after week. So you don't want to train 1 week 100% perfect, and then the next 2 weeks you skip 1 day or 2 days. That's not how you do it. It's a very simple schedule. For only 4 days a week, you train, you rest 3 days a week, Thursday, Sunday, and Saturday. Plenty of rest, plenty of training, plenty of stimulus. So you don't want to skip this, all right? You don't want to skip any session. Then I started the program with 2 sets per exercise. So in the first week, you go in the first week, you do the schedule, and you do 2 sets per exercise, all right? Every single week, I added 1 set. I keep the weight and reps the same, and I added 1 set. Now, once I get to 3-4 sets, 5, maybe not 5, 3-4 sets per exercise, then I'm going to focus on adding weight and reps, right? And then focus on weights. That's exactly what I told you. focus on progressive overload, add weight, if not reps, and the other way around. All right, in terms of diet, the specific tips that you can follow, this is exactly how I eat. Try to eat 3 to 5 meals a day, not meals, times. 3 to 5 times a day with protein. So I don't care if it's a protein bar or if it's a shake or if it's a complete meal with everything that I need. I'm going to count it as one time that I eat in a day, all right? So 3 to 5 times a day. Eat from all food groups. I don't cut out carbs. I don't cut out fats or anything like that. I eat from all food groups, fibers, protein, all that stuff. Then for the protein intake per day, I'm going to take my body weight in pounds and then multiply it by 1 to make sure that I eat enough protein. If you eat in a surplus, then you can do body weight in pounds times 0.8. But to be safe, I did times 1. And then I eat the calories to maintain my weight or just above maintenance to slowly gain weight. So in other words, in some days I eat to maintenance, in some days I eat just above maintenance to make sure that I slowly gain some weight and I make sure that I provide enough raw materials for it. And then for some other tips that you can follow, eat protein as soon as you wake up. Think about it. You go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours while you're asleep without eating protein, without eating no protein, right? So you want to eat protein as soon as you wake up. In the morning, I drink a whey shake. Fast digesting is gonna digest very, very fast, and some walnuts for the omega-3, magnesium, fats, healthy fats, all that stuff. Make sure you eat fruits plus honey just before the workout. That's gonna give you a nice pump and nice energy to push hard in the gym, and eat plenty of carbs throughout the day, but especially after the workout, all right, to get the glycogen in. And sleep as much as you can. There's no guideline for this. Sleep as much as you can. If you're trying to build muscle, sleep as much as you can. If you can sleep 10 hours, sleep 10 hours, all right? So do that. What you can do right now to do it yourself. I gave you the exact workout schedule, the exact exercises, and the exact training knowledge that you need. You know how to eat, what to eat, and how to optimize muscle growth. What you can do right now. Save the workout schedule, go through this video again, save the workout schedule, and then start the diet from today or from tomorrow, depends on when you're watching this video. Now, if you have any more questions, and if you're interested in the exact sets and reps, and more advanced strategies that you can do and implement to make this happen very, very quickly, check the link below.